There is no minimum. There's no set percentage that we would say is the first percentage. The one that comes first is the one that there is the most of. And to understand that, what means understanding the methodology that we employ when we're actually putting a diet together. And the way we actually do it is that we look at the animal that we're going to feed, we look at its stage of physiological development, and from that we create a nutrient profile. We also look at what type of animal we're feeding. In this case, a dog, we look at the enzyme production capability of the dog to understand what ingredients that dog can digest. So we select those ingredients and we look at each one in terms of how important and how much of it needs to go into a diet. So there's some ingredients we would say we have to have this ingredient in the diet. There's other ingredients we would say we would like some in, but we don't want too much, so we put a limit on how much we can use. And there's other ingredients we would say, well, we have to have some of this, and we would put a limit on the lower end of the inclusion rate. So we get all of these different inclusion rates, maximums and minimums, that we can use in creating that food, that ingredient. And that's a diverse range of ingredients because we need those ingredients to nurture the microbiome of the animal. Alongside of that ingredient list, we list out all of the nutrients that each one of those ingredients is going to contribute. And when we're talking about that, we're looking at around about 30 different nutrients. So it's a pretty complex task. So once we've got our ingredients and all of the nutrients that are contained in those ingredients, and on this side of the equation, we've got our nutrient profile that we want, and we've also got an energy density figure that we want. We then mix and match these ingredients within the bounds or the confines of those percentages that we have already applied until we satisfy this precise nutrient profile. And that nutrient profile then as a package is in the correct density or the correct proportion to the energy content of the food. And that's how we make the food. That's how we decide what the ingredient list should be. We then turn around and say, okay, what ingredients we use to satisfy that nutrient profile and which ingredient have we used the most of? Okay, it's that one, so that's number one. And then we just list the ingredients. We also then look at that nutrient profile and we say, what does that nutrient profile give us in terms of a chemical analysis? And we look at it and say, oh, that works out at 25% protein. So then we write that part of the label as well and say 25% protein, 16% fat, and whatever it might be. So that's the technique that we use. So there's no preconceived limits in respect of what's going to be the first one and what percentage it's going to be. It's entirely dictated by what is required to meet the nutrient specification that we deem as being most appropriate and essential for that animal at that stage of its life.